In this video, I want to share with you 5 tips for street photography. And right now, this is 6:54 in the morning. I've been thinking about those tips all night, and I woke up and immediately I wanted to share those with you. And I have more than 5 to share with you, but in this video, I just want to make this short and sweet. So let's get started. The first tip is something that I just started to do without really thinking about it. And maybe it started when I did architecture and interior design photography. And that is taking 3 kinds of shots when I'm on the street or when I edit the photos at home. So the first kind of shot is wide angle shots, like see the whole scenes without thinking too much about what the subject is inside. Of course you think about it, but the general vibe of the photo is much more wide. And the second type of photos is medium shots, and the third types of photos is close-up shots. And this is something I refer to the interior design photography because that's what I did there. I took a large photo of the entire room, and then a medium photo of a specific niche, like a small part of the kitchen or the living room, and then close-up shots, like nice on the details, on the fine details of the texture. And this is something I got used to it because I did a lot of those kinds of work for photography, and I just realized every time I go for street photography or even bird photography, animals, everything I do, I just look for those 3 types of shots. So when you go outside with your camera, try to understand what it is you're capturing right now. Like right now I'm taking a wide angle shot of the whole scene, a medium shot that I can see maybe only 1 person, 2 person talking, like some kind of a scene inside the street, or a close-up shot that focus on details, on specific faces and stuff like that. I think for me this is something that I just do without thinking, and it helps me a lot with my street photography. I'm really not used to talk in those hours, but the coffee helps. Let's just move on to the next tip. The second tip is sometimes you can't explain by rules why do you like a certain photos, a specific photo, and this is something that you have to trust your intuition. I know for me that after I learn all the basics and what is like the rule of third and everything else that I try to mimic in the street and get those kinds of shots that I saw other people take, sometimes I took photos that were a little bit out of those rules, and I just love the photos so much and I couldn't explain why I love them. And I think this is something that you need to trust yourself and not erase or dislike photos that you think they're incorrect, like by photography world. So really just trust your intuition as a photographer. By the way, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps me a lot. The third tip I thought about is looking at ratio between subject, ratio between textures. This is something I do a lot. I look for, like, let's say buildings or clothes or everything that's on the street, that I see the texture of it, and I look what will complement that in the specific area. And maybe it will be clouds on the street, like clouds bumping into buildings, or maybe some interesting scene with the windows. Just try to look for textures and see what other textures or objects there are around that, so they can complete each other and look like pleasing to the eye when you take the photo. Okay, I will have to give you one more tip, so it will be 6 overall because I really can't let that go. So tip number 4 is that the majority of your photos is going to be not good. And I know that I've been struggling with this a lot at the beginning of my journey as a photographer, where I walked on the street with my camera and I was so frustrated that I took like hundreds of photos, let's say 100 photos per walk, and then I really liked like 2 or 3 photos out of that session. And now I know that this is actually a really good ratio for me personally. Maybe you have a different opinion, but I truly believe that the whole part of being a photographer, like street photographer, is develop the eye and see the world differently than other people that do not take photos. This is so beautiful, and this is something that I think is not only making us better photographers, but also this is something that mentally helps me go through my life, and this is something that gives me so much like meditation vibe and relaxation to go and focus on something else, even though the photos will not be great. And sometimes I capture photos that I know in advance that I will not use them and they will not be so good, but just walk with the camera and capture what you see without even thinking about whether or not you're going to use this photo later or not. it's just so meditative and fun as a photographer. So don't forget that this is not only artistic part, and you will not get every shot right. That is totally fine. Just enjoy the process of being a photographer. This is so unique, you know, being outside of the scene and seeing everything like a visitor in the world. Enjoy the part of looking, even though you're not pressing the shutter button. But if you're doing film, then this is a different story. I'm talking about digital photography, of course. Tip number 5 actually helped me a lot when I didn't feel comfortable taking photos of people on the street, and that is looking for animals on the street. I'm talking about pigeons, dogs, cats, and whatever you have in your place. And this is something that helps me with a couple of things. First, it looks great. I love taking photos of like pigeons flying on the street. Even not only animals, also plants and flowers and stuff that is naturally growing. This is a combination that I just love with photos. And every time I feel uncomfortable taking photos just of faces of people on the street, I know that I will find like a cat or a pigeon that will be a great model for me if I will find the right composition with the street next to it. The last extra tip number 6, is I think the most important one, and I said it so many times in this channel, and I will continue to say that, and that is, don't just look for the finest details on your camera or the deepest contrast if you're doing black and white. Don't look at the technical part as much as you look for the stories. This is such an important thing to emphasize, because I went through really dozens of thousands of photos of mine, and I know that I love the most. 99% of the time I love the photos that tells a specific story, that have emotion in them. And I know that I take many photos that is not so emotional, but they are technically very good, like a very nice composition, very deep shadows and beautiful highlights, and everything is very pleasing to the eye. But overall, I will not pick that photo as my favorite, because it is not makes me emotions. It is not, sorry for this English, this is not something that excites me and makes me feel like I remember a certain feeling or a certain situation. And after taking so many photos, now I know how to focus more on stories and less on the technical aspect on the street. Those were my 6 tips, and right now this is 7 and 10 minutes. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out of it, because I talked a lot. And if you have any other tips, please write me in the comments. I want to read that, and maybe some other photographers would love to read that too. So leave a comment down below, and please like, subscribe if you did. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next video.